Greetings everyone and welcome back for another episode of Disco Elysium. Last episode, we completed the autopsy and we discovered something new. That our victim has been shot. He wasn't strangled. Which is big, and hopefully the bullet casing will lead us to the true murderer. As for now, I have to report back to Everett. Maybe talk to the kids now that we've done something cool and they basically saw us. And both of them were, "What are you doing?" And both of them were extremely excited about my performance, allow me to say. So yeah, I was wondering if they have new dialogue options.
Necromancer pig? That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Oh yes, they loved it, alright.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. "Bleed, pig," someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
I'll be there for you, Kuno.
Yeah.
There's a dreamy look in his eyes.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Oh, you care, alright. You do care, you little shit.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Fuck you. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Going back to Everett is a lot of work. I'm gonna get to you, lady. I'm going to get to you eventually. Hello, friend. Good morning.
Make way for the master poet.
He greets you with a nod. Happy to see you're doing well, buddy. Oh, you know who we can ask about the tattoos? The guy we almost killed. That's not gonna go well. That looks grim, as he probably remembers who punched him. He either respects us, or he wants to cave my skull in. Let's see.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
A little. I'm not going to subscribe to his advanced race theory because it's not advanced, it's stupid. Part of me is happy we got the loot behind him. I didn't upgrade my rhetoric, I don't think, so we won't be able to work on the container. However, maybe we can do this instead.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Heard your name. Interesting. Interfacing? This is the last point I can put in interfacing. How many ability points do we have? I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Challenging. 83%. Please, please, please. Why is it locked? What the hell?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then,
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
Oh no.
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
Do you know me?
No.
No, I meant, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Did I rent porn? Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois.
This is going to be extremely interesting, or incredibly embarrassing.
Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is it?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
That was not what I expected. At least it wasn't porn. I have that going for me. Okay, Kim, let's go. Let's just ignore it, like it never happened. Are you someone I can talk to? I wonder if we could go down inside the harbor. Let me see the map. It's not like we can clearly see where we are at the moment. Like, we are here-ish.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Erratic, yet thorough, been in the world for 2 days, been in this world for many days. 8%. There's no way I can succeed in this. At least not yet. I need to know what's inside the container. I have to know. But that might take a little time, if not a lot. We need to discover more clues. Oh boy, I hate being here, I really do.
Mr. Dubois, every worker for himself, right? What can I do for you today?
I opened the door you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
Oh shit, can we lie about this one?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Aren't we giving him too much information here? He might pin the murder to the racist guy if he's involved, and we don't want that. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
I wonder if the container we found is his secondary office or some shit. Oh, wait, they move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Oh, so Lizzie is yours.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
What else do we have here? Yeah, ask him about this. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
7 of them. We still want to know, we still need to know about the 8th person, who happens to be a woman. The lady driver? What else do we know about her? She's using the radio. And that's pretty much all we know so far?
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Are we talking about the muscle boy who keeps screaming? The guy who's right below Mañana at the gates. The name of the company is Cornell this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
I don't want to say this. Let's change the subject.
By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
There was a bullet in the hangman's head.
So they shot him.
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
I hate him so much. The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Is it, though? But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
I wonder who it is.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
Everard, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving this to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
There's so much text here. Good talk. Let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I am neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry?
Centrist?
Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
Oh my god, we are now a centrist. I'm a communist, a centrist, and an ultra-liberal. At once. Oh, good lord.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
At this point, I'm positively certain he has no clue where my gun is or who has it. He's just baiting me hard. With pennies, needless to say. Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies of art.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to work with this guy, like, at all.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
You mean the fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
He means it.
Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands you an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
Is there anything more here? What is going on with my gun, by the way?
Yes, yes. My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again?
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you.
I think that's it.
By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, Jesus Lord. A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Evra Claire. Inside are some legal documents with two names printed on them, Isabelle Sadie and Liliane Cartet. Both signatures are required. Oh god. I wish I could talk to Kim about this. See what he thinks. Kim, tell me your opinion. Can I leave, please? Am I stuck in here or some shit? Where next? We can start going south. Why do I have this guy marked, I wonder? Electrochemistry. Oh, right, he was high on something and we were looking to find what he was high on.
Pain threshold.
I've never put points in pain threshold, so my pain threshold is rather low. Although I would like to read the manual from Hemdahl series. Novelty Dice Maker, Shivers. I can't do that anymore. We already opened this. The cargo container. Wait a minute. Why was there an exclamation point on it? Can we try again with more modifiers?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
No, it's the same.
It seems to have grown.
It's the same. 8%. I can't work with 8%. That's not enough. That's barely enough. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, get me back there, coach. There's also something here that I wish to open, but maybe the time is not right just yet. I need to know. Let's go to the north. I mean, let's go to the south. I keep calling the south north. Was there anything else we wanted to talk to Mañana about?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you now?
Inland Empire. That weasel I visited, turns out he was one hell of a colonial mug collector.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
I don't remember what the word antiquated means. But I think this is the best choice here. Everything else is super bad. Yes, the smug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Good talking to you. It would be extremely funny if this guy happened to be the man.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
No, I just want to smoke, but you're an asshole, so I don't want to smoke for you. Never mind. Your smokes are tainted. Can we do the Hemdo thing?
The display rack is brimming with worn paper
Oh, come
backs
on!
featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai.
We could also buy the board game. I need to prioritize things. There are things I need to prioritize. Where are we going next? What's next on our list? To signature, find the murder weapon. I have to take a shower. I mean, I said I should go south, and maybe I should stick to the plan.
Perhaps I could borrow some money from Sealing?
Because I'm a broke-ass motherfucker. Hey!
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh, come on! It's locked! Only 1 point. Only one. We have another skill point, I mean, sure.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Ratted out the lady driver. Gotta save this.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Why do I feel like 72% is still not enough?
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh god. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
1 million real. 5?
What? Only a $5? You can't even buy a pack of Royal Extras with that. Let's make this one stick, my man.
10?
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
He takes a 10 note from a leather pouch. Thanks.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
God damn you, conceptualization. I'm not gonna plop another point in something again. See if this guy knows anything about guns. But I think the only gun that passed through him was the, was my gun? It's worth a shot.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Low. Why is it that low? I'm gonna try, but only after I wear my best clothes. We have a lot of electrochemistry in here. Boop. Physical instrument. Electrochemistry. Blah, blah, blah. Both of my pants have electrochemistry? They do. Anything else with electrochemistry? No. Is it any better now?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Dress code insane silk dragon. Go. Is Roy high, and if yes, then what is he on?
feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Step closer. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Say, what's with the triangles on your vest?
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
He coughs, as if to mark his words.
Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. The people spile. What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
It must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
No! Didn't we ask him this? By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
No, that's old.
This is a pawn shop,
Ow!
and it did feel as if you've met. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Oh! Oh, this is big! Have people from Everard Clare's union come here to track the gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Agreed.
Sure, man.
I wonder if there's something else.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions.
Okay,
The
nothing
pawnbroker's
here.
gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
How much for this again?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
It's 12.
I want to buy that boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
And we're broke again. Hell, hell yeah, I'm sorry. I choked. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little bunged up, a little chipped, and honestly, not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Wait, I can equip... Oh my... It's huge. Why does it look like a coffin? Can I play music on it? I have something. How do I make it work? Oh my god! This is awesome! How do I use my tape? Equip this to play tapes. Wait, is it actually playing music right now? I can't. How do we make this work? This is this is an empty one. We had another one, did we not? Yeah, there it is.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Press play on tape.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Press your ear against the speaker. Because you're a weirdo.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Is this our song?
Within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Scratch that, I'm already crying and I look dumb and old. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses.
Yeah, baby, we have our sad song.
And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. make everyone understand.
That's not gonna go well. It's God we're talking about.
The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
This music, though, oh my. Let's go, Kim. Let's bring the party into the streets. It's still playing.
Can I help you?
Gart, I need to sing karaoke. Now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
It's part of my quest for self-discovery. Help me. I mean, this is good. I was... rhetoric? Yeah, it was rhetoric. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
When was the last time you had a band play here?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
He's lying, but whatever. You don't really need his lame tracks.
It's alright. I have my own song with me. Give him the tape for smallest church in St. Anne.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Anytime?
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Are we doing it now? It's early in the morning. I want to do it at night with a disco ball and all. Give some flair to it. Some sparkles. Do I really want to talk to the Hardy Boys just a little bit?
I've got nothing to say to you.
I have nothing to say to you either, Lizzie. Alright, Titus.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Me neither. I don't want to take it to Evrard just yet. Godly. 3%. I don't want to talk to him about Joyce either. I just found a bullet in the hangman's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid. and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Don't worry, we will figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crossed his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Damn it! Strange reaction to bullet. We got like, what, 5% out of this? Me and Evrard talked. He promised you cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
I would never tell on someone. Very mature, guys. Evrard sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
However, his attitude didn't really change towards us.
Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Please don't do that again.
But having Evrard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Not... 28! +2, Evrard asked to cooperate. I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official. And leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said he saw 2 people of Aeropagite descent and 1 Mesk.
Aeropagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
42%. We could try it, or leave it for now and do something else, like going to the south, for the love of God. I've been saying I should go to the south for episodes now. I'll see you later, boys. Have fun. Bye, Titus. Love you. Oh, that was very satisfying. And I'm very happy to announce that now... I got this music. That now we can finally karaoke do an extremely sad song. It couldn't get any better. Zoom out is great. Finally, we came here during the day for a change. I can finally see things. Kim, you're in the way, buddy. Yes. Does that give me anything? No, we're not getting any pluses out of it. I think I will stick to my pry bar for now, in case we need to open the door or some such. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Oh, wait a second, we can go inside? That changes everything. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
Hey, Kim, where are we?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
That's not what I meant.
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
He looks at the chair, gathering dust.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
Alright, let's move. Is there a reason why we, pointed out the chair? Because now I want to know. +2 drama? The heck is that? Postcard, Coal City 08. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement? You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Dramatic statement? This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue, cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back in a single sentence, repeated twice. I got out. I got out. No addressee. Huh. Wonder what that was. Why do I feel like... Yes? A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. I wonder if there's more to this place than meets the eye. Oh yeah, look at that. Something happened here. Broken window. There's so much more to this map that I couldn't see the first time I came. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Cinder blocks, charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Oh, this is for passing time.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
We will get to that. And I don't want to. I'm gonna miss him. Whoa, speed, Saint Baptiste Peptide. Yes. Kim? Kim, don't look. Don't look, please. There's already a trousers. They look boring. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Want Kingdom of Conscience. Don't we already have that? We do. We don't know the solution. Yeah, we haven't examined that yet. Homosexual Underground, though. Almost done with... I mean, halfway there. Halfway there. You see dust-covered linens. Dried tulips. On a bed. Allez-vous-en... Allez-vous-en... Go... Go us? Listen, I don't know French, okay? I just know a few words, that's it. Doesn't this place have a door? White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. No door apparently either. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. Oh god, more kids. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. I'll be taking those. Oh yeah. Glass stair. Hey, that's the old lady! We made it back! The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details, the colors, all warm and welcoming. They're cozy though. A flower trout where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. A primer for small kids? I'm sorry? A textbook for the first grade... Oh my god, this cover is terrifying. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention.
Wanna read it?
But this is not the time. Maybe when Kim is not around. I need to talk to all these folks. And there's a lot of... Ooh.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
A dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Did we kill the doggo?
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Wait, what is this place? We are here? Dude, what is this? We can't go any further. This is so eerie to look at. You know, knowing the history of the game and the lore in general. Alright, I think it's time. Next time we play, we will talk to all the villagers here. Maybe we can find the missing husband. I mean, we are technically looking for 2 missing husbands at this point. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Have fun whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.